everyone, and welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of the 2019-20 home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals as they host conference rival Totino-Grace. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie coming in. Totino-Grace 2-2. They've got 4 games under their belts. Coon Rapids 0-2, just got their start last week.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge test for the Cardinals, obviously. Totino, pretty good team. And they did drop a couple. They've been dealing with some illness throughout their squad, so, they've been kind of putting guys in and out of the lineup. So, and they look at this, I'm sure, as a game that they should win. But Cardinals, I know, will come out, and especially with the home opener on Coach Frock's birthday. That's pretty exciting.
Well, and for Totino-Grace, a team that dropped one they feel they could have or should have won on Tuesday against Moundsview, out shooting but losing to the Mustangs 2-0. And they're looking for a bounce-back game against a team that has been vulnerable. Blaine put up 9 goals against the Cardinals last time out on the ice. A lot of things the Cardinals need to do better in order to compete.
I talked to Coach Frock for a while today, and he said really it's the guys are learning this new system, and they're starting to buy in, but it's a process. Obviously, they've only played a couple of games, and they will be better from now and as the season progresses. But you're right, there's a lot of things they need to do. They obviously need to score a goal.
They do need to do that. On the Totino-Grace side, they've got a number of guys that can put the puck away, but no question who my ISO player would be when we face the Eagles on TV. Sam Thielen, the junior wing, grew up playing with these Coon Rapids Cardinals all the way up. I've known the young man since he was much younger than now. Great family, great kid. He's off to a good start, 2 goals, 2 assists in the first 4 games.
Yeah, and that's exciting for you, obviously, because granted he doesn't play for the Coon Rapids team, but he's somebody that you're very familiar with, somebody that you watched grow up as a youngster, and that's pretty exciting stuff.
And he's a fun player to watch. A number of guys that we'll talk about on the Totino roster that will definitely excite the viewers. On the other side, we ISO a guy, one of the senior captains, that really has to try and slow down the forwards of the opposition night after night. Jake Van Hulsen, good, smart player. Bigger guy for the Coon Rapids lineup, and he showed his physicality the first couple of games. He's got to be a stopper on the back end.
He's a gamer. He's a competitor, and obviously we saw it during the football season. We're going to see it during the hockey season. They're going to rely on him to strengthen that defense and hold. They've got a couple of good starting defenders that that really can hopefully solidify the defensive end for the Cardinals.
Well, they need to be able, as you mentioned, to put some pressure on the offensive end. Only a handful of shots against the Blaine Bengals in that 9-0 loss. Still looking for their first goal as they get ready to start the home opener. But what better time to do it? It's Coach Frock's birthday, the home opener against the Totino-Grace Eagles. Cardinals and the Eagles take the ice next on CTN.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Back at the Crick, just about ready for the home opener as the Cardinals host the Totino-Grace Eagles. A freshman netminder for the Eagles, Wes Johnson.
Yeah, he's one of obviously 2. He doesn't get as many minutes, of course, as the senior, but he has played in 3 games, has a 5 goals against average and a .884 save percentage.
Connor Wise on the other side took over the starting spot late his sophomore year, started every game for the Cardinals last year, and looking very strong in the first 2 games. Yes, he gave up 9 goals against the Blaine Bengals, but the Bengals peppered him all game long, something like 54 or 55 shots in that contest for Blaine. Coon Rapids able to get the puck down into the Totino-Grace end, trying to make it difficult for the Eagles to break out. But here comes Delzer flipping it ahead, and it's Sam Thielen around the corner, a chance denied by Connor Wise.
Again, nice job by Wise stopping that puck, and then he was ridden off by Jake Van Hulsen.
Johnson keeps it in. Thielen drops it off for Nose. Johnson trying to get it back into center, but that was broken up. Aker plays it off the boards, too far ahead of Derek Avery, but right in on Johnson. And
Sam
he will
Thielen.
cover up.
A nice job as it gets around, but good job by Connor Weiss to play the puck and get a piece of it, make sure he didn't put it behind him.
Played around far side. Dominic Espinoza able to hold the zone against Darby Jones. Play it back in deep. Cardinals attacking. Corey poking at it. Getting help there from Harry Koval. A chance with the pass in the skates of Connor Smith out front. A good chance on the 2-on-1 for Totino-Grace. Eagles regroup just inside their own blue line. This is Stephen Golden off the boards for Howie Moore. Off the boards again, taken away by Espinoza into the zone. Espinoza trying to get it toward the net. He's taken off his feet. Puck bouncing around. Harry Koval in the corner. Poked at by Jack Gray. Gray able to flip it up and out of the zone. And Connor Smith gets in close and denied by Connor Wise.
Nice,
great little toe drag.
Really nice move.
Get himself open.
Yep, look at that. Just nice job of getting some space, and Wise with the save. There's Adam Sherritt. They have. He's the head coach, but they do a lot of co-coaching.
Eagles play it back in deep. Jake Corey sends it around. Pass fanned on by Racine. Poked back into the corner by Heffron. Again, the Cardinals failed to get it out. Flipped up the boards and out. Race for it to the other end, but it's going to be icing.
You talked about Totino-Grace coming off a 2-0 loss, and it's probably, as you mentioned, a loss that doesn't sit well with them. So they're trying to come out here tonight and rebound.
Couple of freshmen out there on this lineup, along with the big man Kyle Heffron, 6'5".
Yeah.
He makes his presence known. He's the leading scorer for these Eagles early in the year.
Yeah, Coach Sherritt said that probably the best hands for a big man that he's seen.
Flipped up off the glass, but kept in by Schrader. His shot off the glass, kept in on the far side, and Wise will just cover it up. Get another face-off, give his guys a chance to regain control.
There's the birthday boy, head coach Aaron Frock. You know, they want to try and get on the board quickly if they could. Again, they're dealing a little struggles on offense, but they want to try and put some pressure on the Eagles.
Thielen out of the corner, flips it out to Howie Moore at the point. Snapshot, hit traffic, ended up in the corner. First one there, Josh Aker for Coon Rapids. Long pass to Avery. Bounces off of his stick into the zone, and it's going to be offside. As Alex Billy in his step early.
Yeah, he definitely could not stop himself. Face off outside the blue line.
Off the draw, Delzer will skate to the near side and enter the zone. Gets around, shot from a low angle, misses into the far corner, kept in at the far point by Stephen Golden. Down low, the centering attempt, deflected, bounces around, recollected by Moore, who gets it to the boards on the backhand. Pack bounces it off the boards, back out to center, where Howie Moore recovers. Moore slides it into the zone, but turned over. And now regrouping is Luke Delzer into the zone, but offside as he made that one last move. Good job by the Cardinal defense to step up and force him to move, and that had Thielen in offside on the near wing.
And it also gives both squads an opportunity to get some fresh skaters out on the ice. Jack
Gray to face off against Ryan Corey. Getting to it first is Connor Smith. He'll flip it off the near boards. Jake Corey steps up and lays a hit. Loose puck collected by Ryan Corey. The puck got away from Van Holzen. Van Holzen gets it right back, and he'll skate it now to center. Ahead to Koval. Numbers for the Cardinals. Koval trying to go top shelf and just missed high. Shot from the point, looking for the tip, and Koval just couldn't quite reach it.
And that was a great opportunity for Coon Rapids. Unfortunately, they couldn't get anything to go.
Cardinals did not tag up, so an easy exit for Connor Smith and the Eagles. Into the zone is Gray. A shot blocked by Jake Corey, swept to the corner. Gray recovers and then leaves it there for Connor Smith. Smith bumped by Ryan Corey. Smith able to dig it back free. Played out to the point. That shot deflected up and out of play off the stick of Parker Nose.
Joe, a good opportunity for the Cardinals here.
At 3-on-1,
Yeah.
they take away the pass, and he got the goalie to commit.
He did.
Caught a little bit of the crossbar as he tried to go upstairs. He got the cabinet door open, just not able to put it on the shelf. Howie Moore from his own zone for Totino-Grace. And he'll carry it into the Coon Rapids end. Stop up at the top of the circle, swept away by Aker. Aker skates to center and now dumps it in. Johnson will sweep it behind his own net. Billy, first one there. Eagles swarm to that puck. They had 4 guys in that battle in the corner. And quickly the other way is Brnovic. His shot into the near corner. Billy tips it, but not able to get it out. Kicked back in by Oliver Moore. Moore dumps it back in on the backhand. Brnovic tried to slip it out front as Heffron was setting up camp. Played to the point, his shot, that's blocked by Billy. And Billy races to center. Challenged by Finley. Able to play it in deep. Golden behind his own net. Chased off it. Leads it back in the near corner for Adam Johnson. Swept away by Caden Carey. Caden Carey holding the line on the far side. Comes back to him, looking to get it out front. The pass was off the skates of the defender. And Totino going back the other way. Johnson down the left wing. Slips it around, gets it back. Shot was blocked. And now here comes Carey down the left wing. Tried to drop it, not enough on it. Eagles recover. Here's Thielen. Slips a check of Van Holzen, gets the puck back, walks in. Little shot, rebound, cleared to the side by Ethan Hansen. And Coon Rapids clears it all the way down.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Eagles there. Unfortunately, there was nobody at the doorstep there, far side, to put that puck in. And they had that opportunity. You see it again, Thielen with a nice pass, and unfortunately for the Eagles, they couldn't convert that one. Just 3 shots on goal for Totino. So far, Cardinals not able to get a shot on goal.
That one sticked aside by Wise, recovered by Johnson. Tried to dump it in the corner, was taken away. Ryan Corey able to rush to center, but sent right back in by Howie Moore. Jake Corey sends it around. Harry Koval near boards. Deflected it, but right to Jack Gray. Left it off to Howie Moore. And then the shot was blocked. Going back the other way is Joey Cleansing. Knocked away from him, but now he has it back in the zone. Wrist shot, blocker saved by Wes Johnson. A chance out front, and a shot by Corey deflected up and out of play. Good stick by Parker Nose.
And I think this is, what Coach Frock wanted, just, keep this game close as much as you can and try and get those opportunities. They want to do a good job of keeping their guys in front of the net on the offensive end.
With speed, Oliver Moore into the zone. Stops up in the corner, staying away from the stick check to Van Holzen. Van Holzen ties up with Brnovic. And now Moore plays it back out to the point. That shot blocked by Cleansing into the corner. Recovered. Oliver Moore steps away from a check. Back out to the point. Golden back to Moore. Moore walking in. Drops it off for Heffron. Heffron skates the top of the circles on his backhand. All the way around and back behind. Slides it through the slot. Nobody able to get a stick on it in navy blue. Koval raced to the other end, but then had it poked away by Heffron. Back the other way. It ends up with Wise covering up, getting his team a chance to get a line change.
You see the time remaining, 8:49. Still no score in the contest.
Well, really, the Eagles have spent some time in the offensive zone, but one really good scoring chance. And the other shots, it really just haven't had a lot on them. Maybe two decent scoring chances. Tied up in the corner, finally broken free by the Eagles. Delzer drops it off. That shot deflected, ends up in the near corner. Delzer recovers, plays it back across for Nose. Misses wide. Thielen has it, stripped by Espinoza, but getting it right back is Delzer. Backhand misses wide. Espinoza swings it up the boards, kept in there by Howie Moore. And now here's Delzer with a shot right into the midsection of Connor Wise, and he'll hold for another faceoff.
Well, yeah, you are correct. Obviously, they're keeping themselves down in the Cardinal end for the majority of this period.
Eagles win the draw, play it across. It bounced away from Stephen Golden, but recovered by the Eagles in the corner. Passed it out front, and Darby Jones was knocked to the ice by Ryan Corey, and puck covered up by Connor Wise. Jake Corey, sorry. Another face-off win for Totino-Grace. Golden plays it down into the corner for Jones. Jones waits, looks, gives it to Connor Smith in the corner. Played behind for Gray. Gray out front, a tip chance, and Wise able to make the save. Darby Jones deflected it, but just nothing on the shot, and good pad position for Connor Wise.
Yeah, you saw that puck just kind of harmlessly float in front of the net, and Wise did a good job of just making sure he covered up before somebody could poke that one past him.
Misplayed by Golden at the line. Cleansing gets it ahead for Koval before taking a big hit. Koval tried to go short side top shelf again, and this time denied by Wes Johnson. With speed the other way comes Connor Smith trying to get it out front. Shot comes from Stephen Golden, third man in, and the save made by Wise again.
Well, for as much zone presence as the Eagles had, Joe, the Cardinals are fortunate that they're still knotted up at no score.
Carey chased out of the circle. Moore wins the draw, back to the point, played across for Nose. Goes to the back door, Heffron trying to go short side top shelf and missed high and wide. Played back to Nose at the point. Saved with the chest by Connor Wise. Down low is Moore, circling away from the stick check of Espinoza. Finally able to break it free. Carey's pass hit the skates of Bernovic, who was stopped up but forced out to center. Here's Moore into the zone, stayed onside, but poked right back out by Espinoza. Naas will play it all the way down. Great stop by Connor Wise along the dasher. It's a lot. That's one that's tough for a goaltender to stop, but able to get a stick on it, and his team able to get it out. Play it all the way down. Icing will be waved off in front of Luke Schrader. Schrader drops it off, tries to reverse. Ethan Hansen poking at it, battling behind the net, poked free by Naas. A cross-ice pass for Austin Bernovic into the zone. Bernovic, shot deflected wide. Played back behind the net by Blakowiak. And then right back to Sam Thielen along the boards. He's pinched off it, but Moore able to recover. Trying to get through a host of white jerseys and can't. Clearing attempt hits a skate and now fired all the way down, but the icing waved off as it went off of a Totino-Grace player. Schrader skates through center unchallenged. Just fires it into the far corner. Aker bumped off it, but able to get it out of the zone. Johnson plays it across, backhanded in by Howie Moore. Lukowiak reversed it. Billy fell down and recovered by Delzer. A shot again that hits traffic. The Eagles putting a lot of traffic in front of the net, and it's bringing the Cardinal defenders in there as well, and a lot of shots being blocked, whether intentionally or unintentionally. There's 2 in a row that were blocked intentionally by the Cardinals, and that's the kind of defense they need to play, especially if they're going to spend this much time in their defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely, and then we're going to get the icing. But you're right. I mean, with the amount of time that they're spending down there, their defense is doing, as you mentioned, whether it's intentional or unintentional, they're doing a good job of getting their bodies in front of the puck, making sure that they do not get a clean look at the net.
Tie up on the draw. Eagles able to gain control. Played off the boards, but held by Howie Moore, out of the reach of Smith, around to the far side. Jack Gray dumps it back in deep. Smith out of the corner centers, and that ends up on the near boards, collected by Howie Moore. He's bumped there by Koval. Out to the point, Gray will shoot well wide off the glass. Cleansing recovers on the boards and gets it out of the zone before taking another heavy hit. Bad tag up will give Coon Rapids a chance to exit. Played off the boards, and skating for it is Ryan Corey. He's tied up by Jack Gray. Stephen Golden will move it along for Connor Smith with speed on his forehand. His shot save made by Wise. Played back out of the zone by Pack. Finley's pass in the skates of Noss will play it to center. Pass across, handcuffed Pack, and then he overskated it. Poked free. And now it comes back for Brnovic into the zone. He lost the handle. Pack will flip it back to neutral ice.
Again, I think Totino frustrated a little bit about not being able to get anything going offensively. And give credit to Coon Rapids for just being pesky right now. And a good opportunity for the Eagles there, but Connor makes sure he keeps that puck in front of him. It's going to be denied.
Yeah, not a lot on that
Nope.
shot. I wouldn't be surprised if Connor wasn't real happy that he left a rebound, even though it wasn't a dangerous one.
Nope.
That on a shot like that, you like to be able to control that a little more. Dumped into the corner by Van Holzen. Coon Rapids trying to forecheck, but the Eagles able to move it along. Heffron out of the reach of Moore. Van Holzen chips it ahead. Into the zone is Aker, across, and then hopped over the stick of Alex Billy. Played back in behind. Brnovic bumped there by Derek Avery. Puck comes free for Finley, and he moves it ahead to Heffron down the right wing. Heffron to Moore across Brnovic. It was in his skates. Poked at by Wise. Recovered by Heffron. And then a big hit on Moore, laid by Jake Corey. Aker gets to the red line, dumps it in, gives chase. Johnson plays it to the near side. Slowed by Avery. Howie Moore tied up behind the net by Koval, who kicks it free, plays it out. Lukowiak is shot, the save by Johnson. He's able to cover.
Yeah, Johnson had to quickly jump out in front on that puck because that puck was right there. A couple of Cardinals in front, but he had to make sure that he brought that one in after the rebound. See it again, then the shot from out. A little bit outside, and then there's the nice save. Bring it in.
Howie Moore moves it to Thielen off the boards. And Luke Delzer in on a break, and he scores.
That's a nice job by Delzer, just getting him behind the defense. That's Delzer's 4th goal this season. And as Coach Sherrod said, this is a young team. I mean, you talked about they have a couple of freshmen out there on the first line that they're pretty happy with. But again, that's a lot of youth.
Well, there's a great bounce pass from Sam Thielen out of his own zone. Let Delzer skate onto it at full speed. He gets around the corner, catches the defense a little flat-footed. Avery fell down, lost the handle, and that meant the Cardinals would have been offside. And here comes Delzer again. Delzer lost the handle into the corner, recovers, tried to center. Derek Avery there to steal it for the Cardinals, and then lost an edge as he went to turn. Golden ahead, it's deflected into the bench off the stick of Adam Johnson.
Well, Cards just down 1-0, you know, and again, with the way they played in that first period, just kind of getting in the way and not allowing opportunities. They can go into the break down 1-0. They feel fairly decent about that.
Racine able to poke it free, and he's got a chance. Breaking down, a shot and a save made by Wes Johnson.
Well, Johnson came out and challenged him and went off his pad.
Back the other way comes Schrader, and the puck poked free by Espinoza, able to get it out of the zone. And that'll end up being an offside.
A good opportunity for Coon Rapids there.
53 seconds remain in this opening period. Goal by Luke Delzer, the difference. Pack turns it over and in the net before Connor Wise can make the save. It was a turnover in the worst place possible, right in front of the net.
Not much Connor can do about that one.
The Eagles jumped on the opportunity. A goal in the final minute here to increase their lead to 2.
Yeah, tough one to give up. You'll see the turnover there. And got poked behind Wise.
Jack Gray, I believe, will get credit for the goal and an assist to Parker Noss, who came in, had the first shot. Eagles want more. The back pass taken away by Derek Avery. Well, I don't understand that call at all.
Yeah.
Well, they give the goal to Nas, who was definitely there. But there was at most 1 assist. They give 2 assists.
Yeah.
Assists go to Kyle Heffron and Oliver Moore, and I'm not sure either or both of them were on the ice. I thought it was Jack Gray that was in there with Nas right on the doorstep. Puck played behind the net, and the buzzer sounds. The Cardinals will go to locker room trailing 2-0. A pretty solid period until a late turnover doubled the deficit. They trail 2-0. We'll talk to Coach Aaron Frock and have first period stats and highlights after this. You're watching live Boys High School Hockey on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe. and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Totino leads Coon Rapids 2-0 after the first period. We have a chance to talk to Cardinal head coach Aaron Frock and Carrie. Coach, your thoughts on the first period?
First period was really good. The last 5 minutes, we kind of lost our structure. We had a couple of mistakes. We got a near side goal on that first one, which really hurt. A little bit of a turnover on the defensive zone, and then we have another defensive mistake on where they're trying to come up the middle of the ice. I thought we had some opportunities where we could have put the puck in the net, and we just didn't finish. But I like the intensity. I like the energy that our boys have.
Coach, we talked about the physical part of that game, and I thought your defensemen especially did a really nice job. They spent a lot of time down in your zone, but I thought they did a really nice job riding them off the puck and limiting their opportunities.
Yeah, when we talk about it, we want to limit them to the outside. We want those low percentage shots, and I thought our defensemen did a great job of basically controlling their area and owning our house. And now we got to do the same thing in the opposite end and now start getting traffic in front so we can start getting some rebounds and really hammer that puck home.
Obviously, the big question mark is how do you get more time in the offensive zone, a little more pressure at the offensive end?
We got to start stretching the zone, so when we get our forwards going, we got to get our wings a little bit higher, playing up on that blue line, make them stretch that neutral zone out. Now when we get it in, we got to have pressure, and we got to have that first guy being physical, have that second guy picking that puck. We got to maintain our F3 up high, so that way we can play downhill to the net.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Good luck
Absolutely.
the rest of the way. We'll take another short break and be back with first period stats and highlights after this. You're watching Boys High School Hockey on CTN.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Totino-Grace leading Coon Rapids 2-0 after the first period. Spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, did the Eagles, but as we talked about with Coach, a relatively good job in the defensive zone of keeping the Eagles wide.
Yeah, and tough giving up that second goal, too, because, they'd scored that first one, and they were hoping to go to the break, the worst down 1-0. But, yeah, he did see a lot of number of nice things from that first period. And as we talked about when I had a chance to chat with him, he sees improvement every day from this squad.
Well, the Eagles got there first with speed, an end-to-end rush, a long bounce pass that sprung Luke Delzer down the wing, and he gets there and puts it home to beat Connor Wise. And then late in the period, just a turnover in a bad spot. The Eagles jump on top of it before the Cardinals can help it, but Cardinals able to get a couple of opportunities throughout the period. Harry Koval, an opportunity going high on the short side, and then that one blocked by Nas, but had a late rush by Andrew Racine as well. But not a ton of pressure at that end. Wes Johnson has not been very busy.
Coach Frock said now we need to have the intensity down in our offensive end coming out in the second period, because as you notice, just 3 shots on goal in that first period by Coon Rapids.
Well, a lot more hockey to be played. 17 minutes down, 34 at least to go. Second period is next from the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Totino-Grace with a 2-goal lead as we get ready to start the second period. Home opener for the Coon Rapids Cardinals, and no score until the last couple of minutes. They get the first goal with 2:06 remaining, and then the second goal, 41 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, they'll have to continue to play with some intensity down in their end as long as Totino's putting the pressure down in the Cardinal zone. But offensively, they need to have something going here too. Just 3 shots on goal.
Thielen gloves it down to keep it in the zone for Totino-Grace. Nas pressured at the point. Coon Rapids able to force it free and out to center. Regroup to the far side. Johnson played off of it. Ryan Corey sends it around. Van Holzen ahead for Klinzing. Gets it to Koval on the move. Koval into the zone, ridden off there by Parker Nas. Nas able to kick it along. Thielen will recover on the far side. Thielen rubbed by Klinzing. Johnson into the zone, looking for a deflection, but just out of the reach of Delzer. Long pass off the boards, out to center by Van Holzen, intercepted by Howie Moore. Comes free. Koval backhands it into the slot, and it's deflected in on the netminder, and Wes Johnson will cover up for a faceoff.
Ryan Corey a little slow to get up. Went over to the bench, in a little bit of pain. But he's tough.
Howie Moore swings it around. Tipped out to center, swept off the stick of Connor Smith. He's able to get it back in and score over the glove hand of Connor Wise.
Yeah, and a nice move into the net. That shot in the top far corner puts the Eagles up 3-0. Pretty quick goal here to start period number 2 for Totino-Grace. Connor Smith.
Well, swept off his stick. He was able to recover it and then get around the defender.
And find that top shelf.
Wise backing into the blue paint and beat him high on the glove side.
That's his second goal of the season.
Howie Moore skates to center and will dump it in for Totino-Grace. Wise flips it to the near corner. Darby Jones won the race, but Coon Rapids able to control with numbers. Pass out of the reach of Josh Aker. Moore across to Golden. Golden flips it along. Heffron will get it into the zone, wait, and shoot. Missing wide. Golden will keep it in at the near side blue line. Back out to Golden, walking in, and shot that misses high and wide off the glass. Finley keeps it in at the blue line. Oliver Moore trying to turn through some pressure and does. Back out to the point. Finley had it poked free by Ethan Hansen out to center. Derek Avery trying to get it to Akers, but it's broken up by the stick of Heffron.
That long reach of Heffron able to get that pass batted away.
Oliver Moore into the zone, knocked off his stick by Espinoza. Covered by Pack. Pack played off of it. Off the side of the net, Espinoza recovers. Espinoza had it poked away now by Brnovic. Able to get it ahead out to center. Ethan Hansen into the zone, and to take it away by Patrick Finley. He carries behind his own net, ahead for Heffron. Heffron to center, into the zone. Pass out of the reach of Brnovic. Heffron comes back to recollect. Nice stick. Spun the Cardinal defender around, a good chance on the shot, but missed wide. Looking to go back door, a shot, and Wise makes the save, able to hang on for the faceoff.
Yeah, they do a nice job of moving the puck around, finding their teammates. You're going to see great stick handling by
with the George goal. Yeah.
Yeah, the coach talked about his hands, and you can see it.
Well, and it helps when you're that tall and
Yep.
your reach is that long to get guys turned around. Koval to Ryan Corey. He'll charge to center and dump it in deep. Luke Delzer gets it ahead for Thielen into the zone. Thielen and deflection by Johnson. Save made by Connor Wise in close.
Yeah, Connor's going to be busy here in this. Looks like he's going to be busy here in the second period. The Eagles doing a good job offensively, setting things up.
Off the draw, right in on Wise. He'll cover up. We'll try again. Corey wins the try into the corner. Eagles able to force it loose, but Cleansing able to get it out to center. Poked along by Koval. But the Eagles able to play it right back out to center. Ryan Corey plays it around the defender to himself. That's broken up by Howie Moore. Back across for Luke Delzer. Delzer cuts across on his backhand goal.
That's pretty.
His second of the game.
That was a pretty backhanded shot by Delzer. He's able to create some space for himself in front of the net and backhand that one behind Wise, and all of a sudden it's 4-0 Eagles. Good job of moving inside. Delzer, as you mentioned, his second goal, just getting past the defense, then finding that open spot in front of the net, backhanding it home.
When he knows that even if Wise able to make the save, he's got his wing Thielen down there looking for a rebound in a perfect position, and now Wise on the backhand nearly just gave it away to Darby Jones. He was tied up though. Shot from the point, deflected up and over the cage. Played back to the point again. Schrader down low for Gray. Into the middle, the shot misses wide for Darby Jones. Back out to the point, Nas across. Shot save made, and the rebound swept to the line, but again kept in by Nas. Shot through traffic, and Wise able to make the save and hold on.
Yeah, again.
Celebrating was Connor Smith. He thought he had gotten it past, but one is waved off.
And again, a lot of pressure. They almost look like they're on a power play, the way they're moving the puck and controlling that spot. But Wise doing a good job of making sure. Did that puck get behind him? And
it did,
yeah.
But Jake Wheeland able to reach in and
play.
Secure it before it got across the line.
That's why he thought he scored.
Takeaway by Heffron just inside the blue line, able to find some space. Pass blocked away by Jake Corey. Flipped out to center and dumped right back in by Knotts. Jake Corey to Jake Van Holzen, handcuffed him a bit. Andrew Racine will play it back around behind. Corey pushes it along. Hansen can't poke it free. Finally, Jake Corey able to handle it and play it all the way down. That'll be icing and a face-off again in the Coon Rapids end. 11-11 on the clock here in the second.
Well, Joe, the Eagles have done a nice job of coming out here in period number 2 and really controlling the action. You know, they got a couple of quick goals here in period number 2 to now open the lead to 4-0 and really make it difficult for the Cardinals, who are struggling offensively, to try and get back into this. Still plenty of time, quite obviously, but they need to get their offense going.
Out to the point, Morris shot, the save and the hold by Connor Wise. Again, the face-off right to Wise. They'll cover up. We'll try again.
We saw that last time down. The shot to the goal right off the face-off, forcing Wise to cover.
Cleansing ahead to Ryan Corey. Koval rather, drops it off. Cleansing shot going wide, but gloved by Wes Johnson.
So you get Cardinals trying to get some pressure. That one is wide.
Cleansing. Plays it back in behind. Koval slowing things up. Corey comes out and tries to jam it home. Johnson able to make the save and get the cover. Off the face-off, Connor Smith able to skate to center all the way to the other end. A shot missing wide and right back out of the zone. Recovered by Golden at center ice. Cross for Howie Moore into the zone. His pass deflected. Espinoza had it tipped off his stick by Jack Gray. Wheeling to hit in the corner. Loose puck recovered by Jones. Played to the point. Golden takes a shot. Pad saved by Wise. Again played out to center. Espinoza breaks up that pass. Forces it into the Eagles' end. Oh, and a bad bounce for Totino-Grace, but unable to cash in were the Cardinals. That one stayed on that short side, and Andrew Racine right there just not able to get the angle to poke it home.
Yeah, what a great opportunity for Coon Rapids there, trailing 4-0. They would love to be able to light the lamp.
Tipped into the zone by Oliver Moore. He'll recollect in the corner. One-time opportunity broken up by a good stick by Jake Whelan. Into the zone, and that's going to be offside.
You see the time remaining in this second period, 9:26.
Off the drive, Noss. Cross to Finley, off the boards, turned around by the Cardinals. Noss back in his own zone. Van Holzen stops it up at center ice, flipped in by Racine, but right back the other way comes Oliver Moore. Moore will carry behind the net. Out to the point, Finley takes a shot, pad saved by Wise. Heffron will cut to the face-off dot to the back door, and Oliver Wise just had it in his feet, had a wide open net in front of him. This one poked free by Tucker Anderson, and now dumped into the zone by Garrett Burnett. Played right back out by the Eagles, sent back in deep by Espinoza. Finley behind the net, will leave it there. Long pass is going to go right through center, right in on goal, and sent to the corner by the stick of Connor Wise. Heffron pestered by a couple of Cardinals, dug free by Brnovic. Good hands, backhand and a goal.
Wow, that was a pretty goal too.
That's a freshman with fantastic hands. Danced through the defense, and then pops the backhand upstairs to make it a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and that was pretty. You talk about Brnovic, the freshman. There's a lot of number of young players. Oliver Moore, another one freshman who contributes mightily. But watch this. This is a beautiful backhanded shot to beat Wise.
Just over midway through this second period, 3 goals in the frame, a 5-goal lead for Totino-Grace.
That's Brnovic's second goal of the season.
Caden Carey is pinched off, and that's going to lead to a penalty against the Eagles for interference. That'll be the first penalty called tonight.
Yeah, one of the things that Coach Sherritt and I talked about is the fact that they've been having issues with guys in the box this season so far.
I know they took 4 penalties in the third period against Mounds View on Tuesday night. Howie Moore picks up the penalty.
My favorite player.
I was just going to say, what a surprise that Howie got the penalty.
Yeah, right? I get penalties every day.
Van Holzen from behind his own net. Koval on the rush. Bumped as he gets into the zone, lost the handle. Kept in deep by Van Holzen. Jake Corey down low. Swings it to Koval on the midboard. Koval trying to find a little room. Good pressure from Totino-Grace. Short-handed. Carey can't get it through. We got another penalty coming up. And Coon Rapids is going to have a 5-on-3 opportunity.
Boy, this will be a great opportunity for the Cardinals if they get a 5-on-3
for a minute 19. You
yep.
almost have to cash in
Yep.
here. Van Holzen able to race over, keep it in on the far side. Van Holzen walking down the slot. One-timer by Koval, the save made. Tip free and Heffron on the breakaway, short-handed, 3-on-5. Goes to the backhand and scores.
Wow. And that's so tough. You have a 5-on-3 advantage, and you give up that short-handed goal. But we talked about Heffron, and he's got that long reach, able to get to the puck and outrace the Cardinals to the other end. And nice job getting the goal.
Yeah, and it all comes down to the reach. He breaks up the pass and then able to just beat everybody all the way down to the end. We've talked about his hands, and he froze. Wise goes to the backhand, puts his team up by 6, despite the fact they're down 3 against 5 on the ice. Carey back to Aker. Aker looking to the back door and a goal!
Boy, they needed
Jake
that.
Corey will have the first of the season for the Cardinals.
Boy, they need that. And a nice pass across to Corey, and he's able to poke it home to make it 6-1. Again, as you talked about, Joe, on 5-on-3, you've got to be able to cash in and be able to.
It was. You mentioned it. Great pass for Maker.
Yep.
Through the blue paint. In a good spot was Jake Corey.
Beautiful pass. Right on Corey's stick.
Made it easy for him.
Yep.
Still on the power play for another minute and 8 seconds. Into the zone, Ryan Corey. Takes it around behind, out to the point. Van Holzen to Ryan Corey. Caden Carey leaves it for Corey. Back out to the point, Van Holzen to Aker. Knocked off his stick, and Nas able to send it the length of the ice. Wise was looking to take advantage and keep him from getting that line change. I think he's done a really nice job this year handling the puck. Unfortunately, that one right into the Totino bench,
yep.
So a face-off in the defensive zone. Van Holzen, long pass ahead for Jake Corey. Corey into the zone, sends it down and around. Carey stops it up, taken away by Finley. Finley able to play it around, and Connor Smith waits and now moves it ahead for Darby Jones into the zone. He stood up. Carey will take behind and get it over to Harry Koval, and here comes another penalty against the Eagles as Koval was hit from behind. Cardinals are offside. But it'll be interesting. That was a clear hit from behind.
Right.
We'll see how they call this one. That's the exact hit that they are trying to make sure is done in hockey. They are calling it a hit from behind. It's going to be a 5-minute plus a misconduct.
Yeah, and again, that's just a penalty he can't take.
Coon Rapids going to call their timeout right here.
Remember, you can watch us live on Twitter, but the only way you can do that is to make sure you follow us. So go on Twitter, make sure you find CTN Coon Rapids and give us a follow, and then you can watch what we do on Twitter.
So Connor Smith, who has 1 goal in the game, has had a couple of other opportunities. He'll be watching for a while.
Yes, he will. And
his 10-minute misconduct will not begin until his 5-minute major is over.
I mean, this is, again, a good opportunity with 5 minutes and 10 seconds obviously left in the period. They've got an opportunity to do the Cardinals to see if they can get another tally.
Well, it's an all-you-can-eat when you get the major.
Yeah.
So they'd love to cash in multiple times on this power play if possible. Outside of the 1 goal, which they got 5 on 3, have not really been able to generate a ton of scoring opportunities on a couple of quick back-to-back penalties. And, of course, Heffron able to get the shorthanded goal before the Cardinals got their 1. A big blast. And then another chance in close. Blast came from Caden Carey. Heffron to the other end. The save made by Wise. He wants to give it up, get his team on the move the other way. Out to the point. Corey walks in. That shot stopped by Johnson. Rebound pushed back to Van Holzen. Koval on the near side. Sends it around behind. Carey can't hold on, and here's a shorthanded 3-on-1. Cross ice for Heffron. Heffron with ice goes to the back door. And opportunity for Brnovic, but he was tied up. Not able to make anything happen. Caught it on his backhand. Carey tried to leave it there, but nobody on his team anywhere close. And it's pitchforked all the way to the other end by Heffron. Brnovic sends it into the far corner. Espinoza. Long pass into the skates of Avery. Aker had it momentarily, and then it had to Koval. Tipped into the zone. Recovered there by Luke Delzer. That pass didn't click, and we're going to have a penalty here against Coon Rapids, and that'll end the power play for the next couple of minutes. It's going to be a slashing call against Ryan Corey as he slashed the stick away from the intended recipient of that pass.
So if it stays the way it is, they will have a minute 34 again left on the power play once Coon Rapids' opportunity is over.
Well, it can't change.
Nope.
Unless the other penalties are called.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it stays the way it is.
The shot misses wide. Thielen trying to center, hit the back of the net. The ride racing off. Regain control, play it back down low for Delzer. Delzer can't get it away from Espinoza. He's pinched there by Thielen. Kicked free where Aker forces it out to the point, but Golden fanned on it, could not keep it in. Plays it across for Howie Moore. Moore's pass didn't click. Avery trying to settle it down, get it through center for the Cardinals. Pass hit a skate of Stephen Golden. And into the zone comes Sam Thielen on the backhand. He's going to draw another penalty, so I guess things weren't going to stay the way.
That's what I'm saying. As long as they stayed the same.
End up being a 4-on-3 power play for Totino-Grace. Big blast by Thielen, saved by Wise. Puck is touched. And another Coon Rapids penalty. This is going to be Dominic Espinoza on the hook. Exactly 1 minute after the penalty. So a 1 minute power play here for Totino-Grace 4-on-3, and then they're going to have, we'll play some 4-on-4 again, and then another Coon Rapids power play before the period is done. Wow.
Wow.
Quick
right.
release from Heffron off the crossbar and out. Short angle shot off the back of the net for Oliver Moore. Back out to the point for Nas. To Heffron in the right circle. Tried to center, but unable to get a stick on it was Adam Johnson. Walking in, Nas across. Heffron a one-timer, misses wide. And Nas able to get there and keep it in the zone. Across for Heffron again. Back for Nas walking in. His shot, another post and up and out of play. Some good looks, but as of yet, no shots on goal on this short power play. 2 off the crossbar. Face-off win for Totino-Grace. Across to Heffron at the top of the circles. His shot tipped up and out of play. 8 seconds left on this short power play for Totino-Grace.
They're doing a nice job, obviously, of pressuring him with this skater advantage.
Heffron across to Nas, walking in, looking for a deflection out front, but Jones was tied up.
Really good opportunity there.
Corey's penalty is over. We're back to 4-on-4 for another minute, and then it'll be another 30 seconds or so power play for the Cardinals, barring any other penalties, of course. Heffron to Nas. Shoots through traffic, misses wide. Jones gets it back to Heffron again. Heffron, a deflection in on goal. Save made by Connor Wise. Back out to Heffron again. Wines decides not to shoot. Looking for a better lane. Looking back door, that went off of a skate and ended up under the pad of Connor Wise, and a quick whistle. Fortunately, he had it frozen momentarily, but then actually moves and the puck comes free. Fortunately, the whistle comes. That went, I don't believe they got through to Jones. I believe it went off of a Cardinal defender's skate.
You are correct.
And just able to get the pad on it and squeeze it to the ice was Connor Wise. Golden to Thielen, his shot, and not a ton on that, and a pretty easy save for Wise.
Yeah, that just floated into Connor, and he was, as you mentioned, just able to easily bring it in.
Thielen off the draw, the wraparound, and he scores. And you always talk about it in the game of hockey. It's kind of a cardinal rule. Don't give up goals in the last minute, first minute or last minute of any period. And now in both of the first 2 periods, the Cardinals give up a goal in the final minute. This one's going to be shorthanded. Second shorthanded goal given up by the Cardinals, although the penalty to Espinoza has just expired. So Delzer behind the net. Cross for Golden. Golden, his shot save made. Yeah, I'm so confused as to how they award the assist here. They gave the assist to Golden, but it was right off the faceoff, which was taken by Luke Delzer. And I don't think it went back to the point first. We can take another look at it, but I believe that should be the assist to Delzer. Either way, it's a 7-1 lead for the Totino-Grace Eagles after 2. Coon Rapids did get their first goal of the season, but they find themselves well behind the Eagles as we get ready for the third period. We'll take a break and have more from Coon Rapids Ice Center after this on CTN.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Coon Rapids Ice Center, Totino-Grace, a big period in the second. It really opened up the lead there on top, 7-1. We're joined now by assistant coach Eric Williams. And Coach, things really going well for your team, especially in that second period.
Yeah, it's good for us to kind of open things up and put the puck in the net. Early this week, we really struggled to get the puck in the net, so it's good to kind of break out that way and spread it around. A lot of different guys getting chances and a lot of different guys scoring. So that's always a positive.
Coach, when I talked to Coach Sherry, I mean, you obviously have played a nice couple of periods. He said the one negative that he's been focused on, that you guys have been in the box a lot of penalties in that second period for you. What do you talk to you guys about during the break about trying to clean some of that up?
Yeah, just keep things simple, right? There, know the down and distance, know what's going on, and make things simple. We tend to ride that emotion, and the penalties come in bunches for us at times, so it gets a little tough and to work our way through. And we let teams stick around a little bit when we shouldn't, but early season we learn these things. New guys in different positions and guys getting opportunities. So all good learning experiences, but definitely, we got to clean that stuff up.
Well, and the other thing, when you get a big lead, sometimes hard to keep guys focused. What is your message to the guys moving into the third period?
Hey, we gotta keep moving forward. This is first one of 3 in a row. So we got to keep doing things right and playing the way we want to play, because it's only going to get tougher from here on out for us.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. Good luck in the third period. We'll take another short break. We'll be back with the second period stats and highlights after this. You're watching CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on the ice.
Big offensive explosion in the second period for the visiting Eagles, and the Cardinals find themselves trailing 7-1 and running time in the third period.
Last thing that Coon Rapids wanted to happen. I think they had a pretty nice first period, even though they were down 2-0. But things fell apart, and really give credit, obviously, to the Eagles, because they did such a nice job controlling the puck down in the Cardinals' end and really putting so much pressure in on net.
Yeah, there was no score in this game until just over 2 minutes remaining in the first period. They get 2 at the end of the first period and then jump out quickly. That one just 93 seconds in. Nice little move by Connor Smith, and then exactly 3 minutes later, the backhanded goal for Luke Delzer, his second of the game. And then about midway through, nice stick work and a great little backhand shot by Austin Bernovic, the freshman, made it 5-0, and then down 3 against 5. Heffron gets the steal, goes to the breakaway, goes to the backhand and scores. Cardinals did answer that one, still 5 against 3. They score just seconds later, 16 seconds later. Jake Corey with the first goal of the year for the Cardinals on a great feed from Josh Aker. But before the final minute, Sam Thielen, a wraparound goal, his third of the season, puts his team up 7-1, and the 6-goal deficit for the Cardinals means running time in the third period.
Yeah, and again, not a lot of offense from Coon Rapids. You see 7 shots on goal. They had 3 in the first, 4 in the second. Those are kind of some things that hopefully would change. And, they will hopefully take advantage of situations in this third period. But you're right, running time in the third period, it's going to be tough for Coon Rapids here, down 7-1.
Well, and they had a 5-on-3 for over a minute. And then they did get a goal on that, but then ran into some of their own penalty problems that negated a 5-minute major. Really put Totino on a 4-on-3 power play for a short time. But it's been all Eagles, and we go to the third period with Totino leading 7-1.
Oh, It's so nice to all be sitting down together. You can tell me something they did today.
I drew a horsey.
Good for you, son.
I started smoking.
I love you too, sweetheart.
I'm selling bongs out of our minivan.
I got a tramp stamp.
I'm getting implants.
I'm dating your brother.
Uh-huh.
I'm cooking meth in the basement.
Great idea, kiddo. That's why you're so popular at school.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Totino 7-1 lead as we get ready to start the third. And off the draw, here comes Delzer to Thielen, and not a lot on that shot. The save made, and the cover by Wise. Off the draw, up to the point, kept in by Nas. Tipped into the corner by Johnson. He's bumped off it, but over to Delzer. Delzer waits out to Johnson, waits for it to settle, and then the shot, save made by Wise. Koval exits the zone, able to get past Nas and then upend it, and that's going to be another penalty. This one against Adam Johnson for the hook.
Yeah, they would, again, just talking about that with one of their coaches, the fact that they have a trouble staying out of the box, and you're going to see it there. Even granted, up 7-1, but you'll see an easy call on that penalty, and he'll spend a couple of minutes in the sin bin.
Totino able to get it to the line, but kept in by Koval. Plays it down low. Corey back out to the point. Van Holzen bobbles but recovers. Pass out of the reach of Caden Carey. Golden tied up with Corey behind the net. Out to the point. Van Holzen, a shot, a goal!
And that's a big goal for the Cardinals because that stops that running time. And they're able to score on their power play. A couple of goals here tonight for Coon Rapids after not being able to score in their first two games. You got to take some bright spots out of that, and Van Holzen with a nice goal on the power play. Nice feed up top, and just snaps off that wrist shot. Beats Johnson.
Take it, nice to see it. The power play paying off.
Absolutely.
Wait, how did we lose 5 minutes? We lost 5 minutes of clock on the stoppage. I'm not sure how that worked. Like, yeah, we're gonna start stopping the clock, but we're gonna take 5 minutes off.
Maybe they'll let.
Not sure what happened.
I'm not sure either. Yeah.
But Cardinal coaching staff not complaining. So
no, they're not.
I guess we'll just play on. We'll have 5 minutes less of hockey. Out to the point, more the save made by Connor Wise. And now maybe they are discussing
putting it
the fact
back.
that, hey, didn't we have like 15 minutes on the clock when the goal was scored?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We went from we lost 5 full minutes.
Yeah, now we're going to 14:40.
Yeah,
which
makes more sense. We're going to put 5 minutes back on the clock.
Oops. Well, I just hit a button by mistake, sorry. I hit a -5, and I'm not sure what happened, but 5 minutes came off the clock.
This one rung around the boards. Heffron plays it to Bernovic. Bernovic had it kicked away by Koval. Moore turns, keeps it, backhand, save made by Wise.
Yeah, Moore just working his way inside, did a nice job of just creating a little opportunity for himself with the backhand, but right into the midsection of Connor Wise.
Off the draw. Cleansing able to get it out to center. Fun watching Cleansing and Thielen play against one another. Those two best of friends since they were young kids. And they've spent a lot of time on the ice
I'm sure.
against one another tonight. In close chance for Johnson, turned away by Connor Wise, recovered by Delzer, back out to the point. Moved across and Naas lost the handle. Ethan Hansen jumps on it. Cleansing joining him on the rush. The shot, blocker save up out of play. And we'll have a face-off in the Totino-Grace end. Flipped off the glass out to center. Turned around by Espinoza. The dump attempt hit a shin pad and stayed out. Heffron circles in the zone, gaining speed and attacking right up the middle. Now goes around the left side. Centering pass, a one-time opportunity, and Wise is there for the save.
Yeah, good pass out front, but not a lot on it. He's trying to direct that in. Puts it, as you mentioned, puts it right in on Connor Wise.
Cardinals win the draw. Alex Billy skates to center, dumps it in deep, and gives chase. Puck played back into the corner. Howie Moore moves it ahead for Heffron. His pass goes all the way down. Icing will be called.
There you see the time remaining, 12:58.
We think?
We think. Correct.
For now.
For that, yeah. Oh, just jumped to 6 minutes.
Centering pass, fanning on it was Ryan Corey. Still loose, and now Johnson able to cover.
Cardinals trying to get a little pressure inside. They're hungry to get another goal here.
Good quick pass from Caden Carey and just handcuffed Ryan Corey a little bit. In a little too tight. Eagles able to get to center. Ollie Moore lost the handle. Thielen keeps it in. Back out to center. Carey pokes it into the zone. Tied up his nose. Played back behind. Ryan Corey first one there. Naas bumps him off the puck. Sam Thielen with speed to center. Thielen going wide on Pack. It's poked free. Centering pass, and Moore sends it just wide. Brnovic recovers. Brnovic, top of the circles on his backhand. Trying to center. Broken up by Dylan Pack. Played up the boards, but kept in there by Finley. Back behind Brnovic. Out to the point for Naas. Naas's shot is blocked by Carey. Carey ahead, but the pass gets away from Ryan Corey. Naas off the near boards. Eluded Sam Thielen. Played back out to center. Carey with the steal, then overskated it. Tried to get it to Hansen, and that didn't click. Van Holzen will flip it back out to center. Hansen with it, chased by Moore. And that is going to be another probably 5-minute penalty. A tough spot to take a hit. Looks like Ethan Hansen's going to be all right.
Yeah, that's a big hit right into the boards.
Yep, and that's again that from behind in that dangerous part of the ice, 3 feet away. They're going to call it boarding.
Yeah.
So it looks like it is only going to be a 2-minute penalty. Nope, they're going to send an extra body in there. They are giving him 5.
Yep. getting crowded
So
in that
another
penalty
long
box.
penalty power play for the Cardinals.
Howie
had to be
again in the
Howie.
box. Yeah, I know.
Had to be Howie.
I
Howie's
got
it's just a
flashback to kindergarten.
troublemaker.
Sit in the corner, Howie. I can't tell you how many times I had to sit in the corner. That was after school.
Weren't enough hours during the school
No,
day?
I got carried over.
2-on-1 shorthanded for the Eagles. Johnson lost the handle, recovered by Van Holzen, and he'll head the other direction for the Cardinals. Into the zone, poked off his stick. Jake Corey trying to recover. Picked up by Harry Koval. Koval sets up down low. Centering pass didn't click. Ryan Corey leaves it to Caden Carey across for Van Holzen. Is shot through traffic. Jake Corey banging away at it. And we're going to have more penalties. The Corey boys standing up for one another. Oh, it doesn't look like they're going to call anymore. Jake getting in a little tussle. Ryan came in to add support.
There he goes. A little,
he's lucky.
A little bit of a tussle.
He's lucky. Ryan's lucky he didn't get at least a 2-minute.
Got to stick up for your brother.
Carey trying to pass to the back door, tipped up and out of play. Both Cardinal goals have come on the power play. Van Holzen walking to the middle. Again, the long reach of Heffernan breaks up a pass. This time he's not able to get on his horse and turn it into a shorthanded breakaway, but he is able to circle and just kill some time and dangle his way through center into the zone and draw a penalty that's going to be called against Caden Carey for the slash. And then handed off for Jones, and Jones turns away from the pressure. They got the extra skater out with Johnson on the bench. Delzer back to Heffernan, his shot, the save made, the puck touched, and as it goes, another penalty that's going to be called and negate part of another 5-minute major.
Yeah, so it stops the clock with 10 minutes left once that penalty was called. Caden Carey got to take a seat in the box.
Personally, I don't like that call because I think that you should be able to slash the opponent's stick, but that's the way they call it these days.
Oh, back in my day.
Well, it's true, though. You can't stick check the way you could. Really, even 10 years ago, much less how long ago it was that I was actually playing. But, I mean, you can't. I get it if you get it up into the hands, but that was clearly stick-to-stick contact, but it made a big noise.
It did.
And that's the way they call it. Thielen walking out. His shot is blocked by Espinoza. Espinoza moves it across for Aker. Tried to get it back. Broken up by Thielen. Good regroup. Delzer into the zone. Knocked off his stick, but able to spin and keep control. Skates to the far circle. The shot. Rebound cleared away. Aker can't get it past Finley, and went off of Finley into the Coon Rapids bench.
And get a big rebound, too. Fortunately for Coon Rapids, there wasn't an Eagle player to knock it home because there's a lot of goal left open.
Ryan Corey with a big hit. Knocks Oliver Moore right into Joey Klinzing. Shot in the blocker, save for Connor Wise. Koval able to get it out to center, and then the Eagles able to regain control. Poked free by Koval. Still battling for it. Got it to Ryan Corey. Corey through some traffic and then knocked off the puck by Nas. Brnovic into the zone. Lost the handle, swept away. Cardinals back on the power play. Here's Caden Carey behind the defense. But good hustle to get back by Parker Noss. Make sure he wasn't able to cut toward the net. Coon Rapids another minute 15 on this power play. This one played weakly toward the net. Johnson will just leave it there for Noss. Back cross ice for Austin Brnovic into the zone. Brnovic lost his stick. No call. He'll head to the bench. Carey skates it ahead. His pass is behind Billy a little bit, able to force it into the zone.
And we're under a minute left on the power play.
Hefferon dances through some traffic to the other end. The shot blocker save. Rebound cleared, but not out. Opportunity in the shot. Save made by Wise again. And now played out to center, a 2-on-1 for the Cardinals. Akers shot attempt blocked up into the rafters.
He chose to see if he could get the goal, but he did have a player trailing.
Well, actually, number 8, who I don't know, is not on our roster, actually did a great job of taking away that passing lane. There was no chance to get the pass out there. And evidently had the stick in the way, so it wasn't an opportunity to get the shot on goal either. Jack Hegedus.
There you go. We believe. We think.
On another roster. Not the one I have.
On the JV, but maybe they brought him up.
Well, the 5-minute major is over, and they're going to call that. They're going to call him for too many men on the ice. The guy jumped out of the penalty box and was sprung. Would have been sprung on a breakaway. I don't think the coaching staff likes it, but I think what the problem is you got a guy jumping off. Oh, that was not the man out of the box. The man had not come out of the box yet. So yeah, that is definitely too many men on the ice. They sent the guy off of the player bench to replace the player in the penalty box a full 2 seconds before the guy got out of the penalty box. So yeah, that was a good call and a pretty easy call.
Yep.
I couldn't have called it because I wasn't paying attention.
Nor was I.
It's not my job. Boys in Stripes did their job, though.
They did.
The referee said immediately, he's like, no.
You can't do that.
You can't do that. So you watch you see Howie Moore just getting out of the box while he's already basically on the rush to the other end. So definitely correct in calling that penalty for too many men. Another opportunity for Coon Rapids on the power play. This shot made it through. Save made by Johnson. Caden Carey from the faceoff top misses wide, and it goes up out of play.
So you see the time remaining, 5:53, and another power play opportunity for Coon Rapids. Again, they would like to see if they could get at least another tally before this game is over.
Falling down but keeping it momentarily was Harry Koval. And they got it ahead to Connor Smith into the zone, but Cardinals able to force it back out. And now Van Holzen controls, pressured by Smith. Pass doesn't click with Jake Corey. Back for Smith. He'll circle in his own zone. Chips it around Jake Corey and gets it back himself. Staying out of the reach of Jake Van Holzen. He skates into the zone. Smith to Naas walking in. Naas' shot, and that wings around and all the way down. And Jake Corey got so excited he fell down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because he would
was
have a great
standing
opportunity.
at the blue line, then almost sprung him on a breakaway.
Yep.
And Smith cutting through traffic again, gets it to the blue line, into the zone, tied up there by Van Holzen. And now Caden Carey. Pass didn't make it through, kept in. Nice little give and go. In close opportunity and losing the handle with Darby Jones. Sidesteps a check, but not the second one. Koval passes to Jake Corey behind the defense, in on the breakaway, and the save is made by Johnson. A sliding effort to disrupt things by Howie Moore.
And he did. At Howie's always hustling.
At least when he's not in the penalty
I know,
box.
exactly. Well, he hustles to the box. I saw him. Look at that. Who's that?
I've seen that kid before somewhere. Good play there by Wes Johnson to corral the puck in his glove. Power play is over for Coon Rapids. A couple more shots with the advantage, but a couple of goals on the power play is a little bit of a win. Heffron out front, a huge save by Wise. I'm not quite sure how he got across, but that was a giant save. May not change the outcome, but it keeps the clock from running. Heffron dances through some traffic back to the point. Down low. That shot across the crease and into the corner. A shot misses wide. Heffron into the middle looking for Thielen, but he was tied up. Pass didn't click. It's gone all the way down. We'll have an icing call and a face-off back to the Coon Rapids end. 3:20 to play.
Yeah, great chance to look at, and Wise did a nice job of coming up with a big save.
That's a great save.
Yeah. And they were able to poke the puck away, poke it far side.
You know, Connor's been solid tonight.
Yep.
He,
He's faced 42 shots.
And he hasn't had to make a lot of them haven't been great saves, the ones that he has stopped. But, you know, he'll come up with, that's definitely a highlight reel level save, that one. Shot from the point, turned away by Wise. Pack plays it to the line, kept in by Moore. Poked back out by Matthews, and Billy able to play it into the zone. Spinning away from pressure is Delzer, back to Howie Moore in the neutral zone. Plays it across. Pass taken away. Bernovic to the backhand. Waits. Goes back to it, and a glove save by Connor Wise. Just stayed steady, kept the glove in the right spot. Bernovic went back to it.
Yeah, I think Bernovic thought he was going to get a goal here, and Wise did a nice job of gloving it. So you're going to see a nice little backhand right into the glove of Connor Wise.
So now another highlight reel level save.
Absolutely.
This one poked out to center. 2 minutes remaining. Eagles will improve their record to 3-2 on the year. Coon Rapids falling to 0-3. Pass out front. The shot by Darby Jones tipped up and out of play.
And tried to wrap that one around. And you can see it here. Not able to get to the shot he wanted off of, but nice job with it. Nice thought anyway.
Off the draw, out to the point. Michael Sauer also getting some varsity time in this game. The Eagles a healthy lead here late in the third. Backhand by Moore, turned away by Wise. Centering pass tipped away. Finley able to keep it in for the Eagles.
Big hit.
Moore bumped. Canes keeps control. Turns through a couple of defenders, walks out, back door, backhand and a goal for Connor Smith.
That's his second. Is that his second goal?
I'm just checking. I think so.
Yeah.
And again, it comes inside the final minute, 16:02.
See it again, just a nice feed in there, and he did a good job of controlling the puck because it looked like he was going to lose the handle on it.
Oliver Moore's a nice little player,
Yep.
just a freshman. He's got good hands, both of those freshmen, Moore and Bernovic.
Very good.
And Bernovic's got some pretty decent size for a freshman. I mean, he's dwarfed when he's on the ice with Heffron.
Well, most people are.
Right.
Well, the Cardinals, they're going to travel to Cambridge on Saturday.
Yeah, and Cambridge, a team, a little lesser team, give the Cardinals an opportunity to play a team at maybe a little bit lower level than what Totino-Grace and Blaine have been the last two games. This is a Totino-Grace team that was a section runner-up. They play single A. Yeah, that's a pretty easy offside call, and the buzzer sounds anyway. This one's over. And the Cardinals fall to 0-3 with a 7-2 loss, 8-2.
Yeah, and again, you take a few good things out of it, and it's a learning process. The guys, anytime you're under a new system, it takes a little bit of a time to gel. But another tough loss for the Cardinals. But the positives, they were able to get a couple of goals here tonight, and that's something they hadn't had in their first two games.
Yeah, and it's nice to see that both of them come on the power play, which is good. You'd like to be able to score even strength.
Yeah, no, you would, absolutely.
But just avoiding a shutout was huge.
Yep.
Getting two of them on the power play, though, says that the work they are doing on their special teams is benefiting them early on already.
Yeah, and so you take the little things, the little positives out of this loss, and you build on them as the season continues.
Yeah, and they hope that they can take this as a small step and hopefully get their first win of the season on Saturday when they travel to Cambridge Ice Sanding. Coming up for this team, we've got boys swimming and diving live at 6 o'clock next Tuesday, wrestling live at 7 o'clock on Thursday, and girls basketball live at 7 o'clock on Friday. It's a busy week.
We are busy.
We are busy going into the holidays.
We like it that way.
And we're hoping to have a whole lot of fun. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Crick, it's Totino-Grace 8 and Coon Rapids 2. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.